We worked with Whiteoaks to develop a really good asset in the form of a Legionella white paper. It's driving enormous interest and spikes. We featured the HC Rapid product at a recent event in Ireland, and we had 70 visits to that page on the website just from that social media alone. I really like the campaign approach with Whiteoaks because previously, we've just kind of rolled with what shall we do next? Let's do an article, let's do a release. And it's much more ad hoc, whereas I think it's a very powerful thing to run it like a campaign, particularly if you can tie it in with the other activity that we're doing as a general marketing team as part of the in-house team. The agency were really in with us, they'd got the message, they'd really understood it, they'd thought it through and supported us with the campaigns. It met all the objectives that I think we'd set at the beginning. So it's created the model, I think, for future campaigns with Whiteoaks.
I think we got off to a good start after the sort of kick-off day we had last year, and then when Whiteoaks attended our European customer event, I think that sort of helped kickstart the campaigns. I think after that, we managed to build up a solid rhythm of producing content. I think what helps indeed, as you say, is sort of quite frequent touch points. Because one of the sort of important things in my head is, given the complexity of the space, is the ability to distill messages out of this sort of torrent of information that is there in producing sort of relevant bits of content for our readership. When we sat down and sort of agreed our campaign objectives, we had worked out the sort of key messages that we needed to be put out there, and also allowed us to basically look at it from almost from a portfolio management perspective. Where are the different pieces of content? But it can be commentary, it can be social media, it can be a white paper. We also did some research together, so we basically hit different aspects of content production, and could easily see the whole sort of overall effect that it had.
In today's sort of digital marketing landscape is to make sure that content is being leveraged and optimised across the business. So it wasn't just about creating content that we could use for PR purposes, it's also about using the report that the sales guys could optimise and share with some of our prospects and clients. It was also about creating a digital asset that would optimise SEO, and it was also about creating a press release that would allow us to get brand awareness and coverage. So it's creating a piece of content that had longevity, that allowed us to use it throughout the business, throughout the different departments of the business, and it made sort of the value of that asset a lot higher.
It's a great thing that you have someone who is able to understand your business and get closer to understanding it and being able to write about it. So for us, again, it's a journey. So having someone who has been working with, having a team that is working with us for the period of time that we've had, means that we've all become much more familiar, much better at being able to put our message across. Well, there's been a lot of coverage, there's a lot of articles. I'm very proud to say to people, especially my investors or prospective investors, I just say to them, use my name and Jisp and do a search and you'll find the articles. So that's nice to be able to say that to people and to give them a sense of what it is that we're doing, because they can obviously read the articles. There's a lot of work and a lot of thought that goes into this, and it's been a pleasure working with Whiteoaks, so I'm very pleased that we got together. Yeah.